Hello beautifuls, my name is Epic Treasure. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. If you're new, please come subscribe and hit your notification button, and absolutely come join the Discord channel, link in the description below. That's not the screen we wanted. And today's video, we're going to go through how to prepare for the Terraria PALWORLD crossover DLC. And there's a few ways we're going to do that. The first way is going through a list of the assets that we can see and the rumors and other things, and come up with basically an idea of what you can stock up on in the meantime. Because if you remember, if you've been around for a while, the expansion with the cherry blossom area was very hard to get through that for a lot of people because of the crude oil. So this is a nice way to prepare, so you're not sort of spending so much time grinding for one thing all the time. So there's that. Also, I would absolutely love the help from people who have played Terraria in regards to certain things in that game that would be implemented into this game. By looking at the key art, it seems that the landscape of Terraria, so the dungeons and the terrain, for example, is going to be implemented in this game. It's not the style of, you know, we're not going to shrink down, I don't believe, into little characters like that. I think that just that aesthetic and environment will be sort of brought into the PALWORLD art style. So traps are one of the things I believe that are in Terraria. So then we sort of consider, you know, how do those traps work in Terraria? You know, are they very sort of primitive type of traps, etc.? So that's really important because then we sort of have this understanding of how they're going to work. I've got a little bit of insight into the materials. Obviously, again, nothing confirmed, but you know how it rolls. So we remember with one of the last DLCs, everybody was needing to make plasteel, and you needed a lot of crude oil for that. So plasteel was one of the main things that you needed to make, which was just a pain in the booty. So in this most recent DLC, we could make hexalite, which was made from chromite and hexalite quartz. So those two things I would recommend to mine for, to go a bit nuts on focusing on that a little bit. From what I can see, I don't see that there's at this time any mines for hexalite or chromite yet. It can change, but at this time I don't see any of these things, and I don't think it's time for them to implement those things. I think it's too soon. Chromite perhaps might be a little bit more common, I think, because it's a little bit difficult to get. So I'm not sure about that, but I don't see any hexalite and I don't see any chromite mining pits. So keep that in mind. So for those people who are looking for a place where hexalite is, this is my favorite spot, location -1066, then -1431. And I know I should have probably done this as a live stream so we could have a big chat, but I thought I'd get this out to you very quickly. And it's weird when you do live stream, it sets it in a different video category, if you know what I mean. So if you're wanting to tune into the channel, you're not going to get a notification that there's a video like when it's live. It's like Epic's live now, or then you just have to check manually. So I don't know, but please set your notifications if you want to catch those live streams, because they're really fun and I've learned so much, it's just nuts. So that's a hexalite place. There is a tutorial on my channel for this base. It is big, it is quite ambitious for a new builder, but it is really beautiful. It's virtually an all-in-one base. It has a beehive and everything there, and that's something we absolutely have to check out too in this video, which I did not even, I've even checked if they've got any plans for that at all, because honey has been, and I hope they don't put it in, I hope they don't put honey in from like a vendor that you can buy, but we'll check it out in a minute. The next thing, like I said, is chromite. So we're going to jump over to my favorite chromite spot, which is here. They temporarily took away the ability to build a base here. You can now build it there again. So I'm going to travel there. I'm going to show you how to get there if you don't have it. If you don't have it, just sit tight, go 2 times the speed, skip it. So this is the best, in my opinion, chromite place. There is a chest that spawns there. There is an NPC there. She'll give you a book, and you can put your expedition station in there too. It's just a nice little expedition spot. So that being said, we want to get Smokey out. So get a Smokey pal out and make sure that you create the leash for Smokey, and then you'll have the ability for this dog dig. And watch what happens when we do that. Bang, it pops up all of the chromite nodes, right? So that's nice and handy to have. And then you just go nuts. Now, when you have Smokey out, he doubles how much chromite there is. And when you level up Smokey, you get even more chromite. So there'll be 4 whole nodes in there. Go nuts there. So I would be working on getting chromite, obviously. You know, it's something that you'll manually sort of have to go do to bring up out of the ground. More effective than the metal detector. So there's those 2 things that I would be working on, is the hexalite and the chromite mining. Like I said, I can't see that there's mines planned for these things yet. There's not a lot of time either, because some are in the USA. I think they were going by USA time. It's not so far away. It just said coming this summer. So I don't have a date specifically. Interesting. That being said, I'm going to go have a look at... let us have a look at an interesting one, which is a sphere module, which was... No, not the sphere module. We want the spheres, which still seem to be in it. There's one that's listed, which I've not heard of before, called Radar Sphere, that captures pals when thrown. It has a low chance of success, but it can forcibly capture another person's pal. So that's an interesting feature. Just keep that in mind. I wouldn't be sort of grinding for things to that, but I just want you to keep in mind, if that does come to light, how that would work with sort of PvP type of environments, etc. And yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. I still wanted to mention it anyway. It is listed as uncommon though, but we shall see. Now let me have a look down here. I want to have a look at weapons, and there's a really interesting material to get for people who love building, and it takes me back to, again, like I keep saying, refer back to Craftopia, but I don't know if I'm going to be right with this one, but we'll soon see. I want to scroll down here and try and find it. Where are we? Aha, okay. There is listed a capture rope. This is an interesting one. The capture rope's interesting because in one of the early trailers, there was a cart that was riding along where you were on the back of it, and there was one of those, I can't remember what their name is, the rush bore things, and they lassoed it. So there's a capture rope listed there that is not the one that's with the you know, like the thing with the rock, the wood with the rock thing. This is literally just a capture rope listed as a weapon. So that's in there. There's other NPC weapons that are sort of not listed in detail. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new weapons that I can see that don't have any details on it. I know that I can see that there's multiple fishing rods. So there's like an old one, super legendary good one. So we already know by the key art, the theme is ice and also has that heavy fishing aspect to it. I'm not sure how much fishing was involved in Terraria. I think that's going to be quite important though. Somebody had mentioned in the comments, and I'll go back to that when I finalize a more tighter video, that there were like trophy type of things for fishing, which is going to be interesting. You know, it sort of brings to mind where you've got the game grounded, and whenever you defeat particular creatures that you mount their heads on the wall, as morbid as that is, there's that feature too. So it'll be interesting. So those are the things that I can see thus far in regards to weaponry. Jumping over to ingredients, this is really what I wanted to see. One of the things that is different that stood out to me, where is it? I believe it was grapes. Now, I'm not into cooking and all that stuff in this game at all, but grapes was listed, and also was wine. And so that makes a lot of sense when it comes to that sort of sea life, that pirate kind of pirate, but you know, that beach fishing type of shanty life, I guess. Now again, go back to Terraria and let me know what kind of seascape stuff they had there. I started to play it. I did not like it. I just it wasn't for me. So wine was something that was listed, beer was something that was listed, seafood soup, etc. So that's an interesting facet, because the key art obviously just showed the icy scene, but I don't know if this is going to reach into beach type of environments too. Again, it's going to go back to Terraria and how that links in. Let me go down to, I don't know if we want to go to consumables. Just try and have a look here. Consumables. Got all those. Hell extract. Yeah, okay. There are a few different consumables that are not available yet. They've got question marks over them, so I don't know what those are yet. So expect some more consumables. It seems there's a lot going on here. Key items. Oh, I want to look at that. Let me have a little scroll down here. The tokens, lots of necklaces. I'm not interested so much. In regards to the gliders, we know that the gliders are going to be taken away. The gliding ability will be taken away in the game, so we don't really need to worry about those. We've got, interestingly, listed a manta glider. So why would that be there? Maybe that was a plan that was had that they are not going to do anymore. I'm not sure. Let us see in the schematics what's there. Dive down into this part. Yeah, it doesn't really go into get equipment. Okay. Construction. Foundations. Now, oh yes, this is what I want to see. Material. That's what I think. All right. So in the materials section, I can see that there are, and finally there'll be use for pelts, I suppose, because of that fur rug that I mentioned before. I can see animal skin listed there. Scales are also listed there. Let us have a look into, might have to go back to the other base. Go back to home. Two different types of scales. There's two different types of claws. Let me go to my, yeah. I know if you've got OCD, this is going to make you sick looking at it. receptacles. We've got the claw, got the pelt there. So I'm assuming that's, I mean, it's very easy for them to make the rugs, like I've said before. Right, and then let's go over here to the chest. Suss it out. So, yeah, two different types of scales that I can see. The fangs we've already got here. If it's flint, another fang. Iron ore. Sharkid scale is listed there too. There's interestingly also listed as sand and silicon, and there's also interestingly a jerry can. Now this might be down the track perhaps, because there's also a computer. It looks like a battery. I'm just trying to figure out how that's going to fit into everything, because in one of the trailers we got to see a hydraulic lift, etc. This was years and years and years ago, and so you sort of look and think, you know, are these assets, etc., that are in the build of the game preparing for the future? I'm not sure. So when I'm looking at the jerry can, obviously it brings to mind Craftopia. It brings to mind there's gyrocopters in that game. And again, so we're going to go back to Terraria, and what do we have vehicles in Terraria, etc. So that's something you just have to tell me, or I'll dig a little bit deeper. We've got the silicon there. I don't know how that applies. I don't know how that's attained. I'll have to learn a little bit, won't I? But again, when I was looking at that new building material, it was just called SF. And it had all the same things. It had a foundation, no picture or anything like that, just a foundation, the triangle walls, all the same stuff. Nothing new in regards to shapes, but the actual material, like what it is different. And I'm not sure if SF is going to stand for, say, shark fin or something like that, because in Craftopia, the roofs had like scales. It's scale roofs. I wonder if I can bring it up. Let's see if I can. Craftopia scale. Images. That scale roof. I'm gonna do this. Okay, let me bring this screen up here. Window capture. Here we go. So up the top left, this is what the Craftopia scale roof look like. Like I said, I have no idea if this is what's going to be implemented into PALWORLD, but having a look at the materials, etc., you know, it's water themed, ice themed. So, you know, perhaps consider what sort of things you'd need for that. There, I can see in the assets there's images of boats. Or a boat. In the original trailer had a ship. Had a ship. So I'm not sure if we're going to need wood to make those things. I would think so. Like I said in the previous video, there was also a feature that said like wood growing. And now we know that we've got a wooden, like a logging like pit thing where we can mine it, but there's no feature where we could create trees, right? So once you chop down trees and put a foundation over them, you can't grow trees anymore. You take the foundation away, then the trees grow back. But I was hoping that you could do the Minecraft thing where you can actually grow trees from seeds. Now actually that's probably a smart thing to do, is look up, make sure that's not on my screen, look up the ability to plant seeds. But like I said, there's sand there and silicon. Confirmed, no, but still, there's another material missing. So I'm just saying, keep that in mind. And there was that banyan so was it under the decoration section, I believe it was. And the defenses was the panels. In regards to the furniture, I'm going to scroll down here. The furniture has the tree that I mentioned. It has the fur rug that I was very excited about. The interesting part was there is something that's listed as a sticker. Somebody had mentioned in the comments that in Terraria you get trophies. I'm wondering if the sticker might pertain to, you know, for example, in the previous DLC, the wall hangings, for example, where we're finally going to have something to place onto the wall so they're just not bare. I can't see anything else in regards to decorations that's listed, but I can see, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items plus the rug plus the tree. If that comes to pass, I don't know. It's not confirmed. Key items. Let us see. Suss it out for you. Skill fruit. Schematics. Construction. Lighting. Like I said before, there's I think 3 or 4 new lighting features. Yeah, this is what I wanted. The wood creator was the thing that I mentioned. The electric pylon we've seen in many scenes. I don't know many people that use electric pylons, but that was in, I think, both the announcement trailer and the next trailer for PALWORLD. And in that scene had that rocket being launched. So that's why I'm sort of looking a little bit to the future too. I'm not just thinking of only Terraria, I'm thinking about some of the new designs they have. So for example, when we have a look at the game here, we have these very sort of sci-fi-esque containers, these storage devices, these storage things, which was something again that I mentioned when they revealed the trailer, and we sort of picked apart the trailer to pieces, looking towards more of a futuristic life of PALWORLD, where we start to see things that we saw in Craftopia. Again, I had a lot of sci-fi building, like the windows, etc. We see this same sort of similar design here with this. So these things indeed, and these have a lot of tech linked to them. So when it comes to planning, back to the whole purpose of this is preparing and planning, then it makes a lot of sense to me. And it, it might not be in this DLC. I think that it makes sense. It would be. I would definitely go into making circuit boards. I don't know how much, like again, I need the Terraria people to help me with this one. So circuit boards use pure quartz, so you'll need to have, and that's if you want to, I mean, it's not going to hurt to do it anyway. You'll need to have the pure quartz pits, right? You'll need to have polymer. So when we make, when we make the polymer, this is what you need. High quality PAL oil. So people are still going out and grinding for this when it's not necessary at all. In my videos, you'll see how to catch vendors to literally buy this high quality PAL oil directly off them and not have to go grind for it. So basically the setup in this space, which is a whole tutorial for, let me just run you up here. There's a tier 2 mine there, there's one there, there's one there. So you have all your mining pals out, you have them going nuts, then you have that money making machine there, and then again, check out the channel, it's just nuts how we've fine-tuned everything in this. And then we have vendors that'll be here and they'll sell the high quality PAL oil. They'll sell you, and people have said, please give me farm animals that drop the electric organs when you don't need them to do that because vendors sell them. So I'll try and find my dude. I think I called him legendary or something, or all in one sort. That pal seller, wandering merchant. I'll just see if this one's, what has he got? Come here, buddy. So this guy here, he has the high quality pal oil. So just buy a whole bunch of those. So mine, get those tier 2 mines down, get them going absolutely nuts. Get them mining, get them making the ingots to make the money for the machines, the money making machine. And then just go nuts buying the items from the vendor. That's the best thing, the best way to possibly stock up on it. So here we just need ingots. Get them mining, get the ingots, put them in the machine, and buy everything from the vendor. The vendor sells, like I said, they'll sell the high quality pal oil, they'll sell the pal fluids, they'll sell the milk, the eggs, the wheat, they'll sell the seeds, they'll sell the fire organs, they'll sell the ice organs, they'll sell electric organs, everything you need except, like I've said millions of times, honey, right? And that's why all my bases that you'll see, I'll always have beehives everywhere because it's the only way at this time to get honey. So just put my poor dragon stuck in there. So all of these have got their chock-a-block, Australian terms, full of honey. It's nuts. It's probably, I don't know, across all the bases, maybe 90,000 honey or something now. So go nuts on doing that. That's what I would be doing. So when we're having a look at the end sort of end tier items to make, hexalite ingots is something that is, at the end of this DLC. I would be trying to make a lot of those. Is it mandatory? It's not, but it's something that I wouldn't want to have to go back and have to do. It's not going to, kill you to do it. I think that perhaps I would get a lot of charcoal. We'll write that on our list. And please absolutely chime in. I'll put chocolate down there, my God. Charcoal. So let's make a shopping list. And I want you to help me make this for the video to help people. So we've got chromite, hexalite. I'm not sure if I want to make hexalite ingots because we might need hexalite and something else. And then we're just stuck with all ingots. So keep the hexalite raw and then you just go nuts making the hexalite ingots with the chromite, because chromite might be used with something else. I don't know. So go nuts making the chromite. I'd go nuts making the hexalite. I'd get a lot of wood just because. I would get charcoal. I would perpetually make, regardless of what DLC it is, those circuit boards. So we need the high quality pal oil, always. We need the pure quartz. So here's your shopping list. Get your shopping list out. And like I said, this is pure speculation. Into production, I would go get tier 2. I'd get a bunch of these. Tier 2 mining site, a coal mine. I would also get a pure quartz mine, a gigantic furnace. I think crude oil might, we'll write that down, crude oil. In this area, there's obviously a lot of crude oil spots, but the drop rates around here, when the care package things drop, there's tons of crude oil in there. So I'd still spend some time gathering those just because there's still crude oil in the new area. So I'm still going, okay, there's going to be use for that. And I think they might assume that we won't think we need it when we've got to go back and get it. That's just what I think anyway. So yeah, the focus is on fishing. So to me, if we get schematics to make fishing rods, you know, what are they going to be? What I noticed in the key art was there was a chillet as a bob thing on that. So I'm not sure if that's going to mean anything. And also, I would potentially have a look at predator cores. Predator cores were hardly used in the most recent DLC. They were used for a few things. So I think that they're going to come up with a bit more use for those. So you know, I want to meow me really bad that sword, and I decided to go nuts on the predator cores. So predator cores, these, I would spend a little bit of time on that just in case. And there's a whole tutorial on my channel that shows you where all the predators are when they come out. And thank you to the community for fixing my timestamps up. And keep all your precious stuff, because you don't know when they're going to start using those things. Now, ancient civilization parts I would be keeping. I would be sending off, let's write that down, the expeditions now. I'd be getting those end game expeditions sorted out. So put these expedition stations everywhere. Can you go away? Thank you. So gimme. Open. Oh yeah. And then grab all those and then send out. I don't know what I was thinking of then. So all these, if you can unlock these, let's have a look. Bellinor, this one here, if you can do that, that would be great. Absolutely. This is something that I forgot. The high grade tech manuals and the ancient ones, that is a no-brainer. Get them going. If you've got this one, go nuts. Send them off. Get as many of those as possible. That's what I would do. I've only got these two. I haven't done any of the hard ones. I've been too busy doing tutorials for building. But if you don't have those and they're too hard for you, you can always get those tech manuals too from these wildlife sanctuaries. So fly over there. There's one there. These starry looking things. They'll have them there. They'll just have them sitting there in a chest. So grab those, because those are the things that are going to upgrade your tech tree, which we need this thing here. And I think there were quad jump boots listed too. So interesting times indeed. I think that's about it. I feel like I am missing something. But again, we might revisit the Craftopia content. There's a lot of stuff in Craftopia that I think they'll start integrating. Like Craftopia had the rocket. We saw in an earlier announcement for this, they had the same bloody rocket, just like they had the same, what are these things? Like I predicted before. Where are you? Where is it? Tell me where it is. It is under... No. I mean, look how sad this is. Oh, come on. Need some more juice in our tank, don't we? Like, yeah, it's on Struggle Street, isn't it? It's like I want to play the bloody Sims, I think, for a while so I can get my build on. Here we go. The human power generator. So that's something that, you know, I spied and others spied who know Craftopia in the Value Break trailer. Oh, that's another thing too. So Splatterina in that other trailer showed that she was doing some crazy, dark, morbid stuff on a surgery bed. And people were like, what the hell is this? And nothing came to pass. And the rumors are that there's a surgery table, again, not confirmed, but used to enable to gender reassign your pals. It sounds outrageous, I know, but you know, for somebody that does a lot of breeding in the game, especially particular pals that are very hard to get one of the genders, they might just keep dropping the males all the time. It can come in very handy. Not only that, but also resetting PALs, passives, the PALs passives too. So that surgery table is there. So consider thinking what things you would need with that. I probably might pay to go back and have a look at the surgery table and see if it's just, you know, if it had anything connected to it, because even in one of the trailers, the display cages had like panels on the front of them, and they didn't put that in the actual game. But again, slowly and surely, we're starting to see things from the older games, like such as Craftopia, be implemented in these ones and these updates. So I'm telling you, we're just going to keep seeing it. Like I showed before, they had hoverboards, they had gyrocopter, they had a buggy thing. And I guess you think, well, what the hell is the point of me, you know, using those things when I can fly? Again, when they introduced this new area down here, they tried to put missile towers there, which was, you know, a pain in the ass because you had to fly lower then get off it. And they tried to force you to walk through it. But there was nothing atmospheric that you enjoyed to walk through, you know? It was either, you know, dead ass sand area or, you know, this crazy terrain. Some of it was beautiful. But again, it was like, I don't want to ride a bloody mount if I can fly. So most of us just got on mounts, jumped off before we got blown to pieces. And so perhaps with this new area, it could be underwater. I don't know. And it could be only traveled through with a specific vehicle, and that could be a boat. I'm not sure. It said island, I believe, in the Discord. What I want to do quickly, which I did sort of skim over before, was the inventory. Were they key items or they accessories? I'm looking for... Let me have a little peekaboo. Let us have a little peekaboo. It's not it. Inventory, accessory. No. It's a key item. It's definitely a key item. There we go. Right, let me try and find something. Let me try and find if there's a new saddle we haven't seen before. And I'm not into saddles. Like, I don't know about you. I have a lot of them in the game. I don't use any of these ground mounts. We all fly. So, you know, how do they implement some... Okay, never mind. I thought I saw something good then. How do they force you to use a mount that you wouldn't otherwise use? Well, that would be a water one now, wouldn't it? A lot of bounty tokens, blah, 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 blah. No, harness. Power converter. What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. That is something different. That is something new, and that is the squid. Safety over the dark mutant. Alright, what is this? Tear holes in other dimensions. Interesting. I absolutely need Terraria people so badly with their knowledge. Dark mutant. It kind of looks like Linaris, but it's black and it's purple. Tears holes into other dimensions. Knocked one, obviously. It's black and it's purple. I don't know if that's that squid thing. The squid... Like... The names that I've mentioned before, they're just sort of placeholder names, but I guess I haven't given them proper names yet or hiding them. Ring of Dragon, Resistance, Anti-Gravity Belt, we know that one. There's Night Vision Goggles, trying to have a little bit of more of a dig. Furniture infrastructure. Oh, you know what I can do? Don't even look at what I'm doing. I'm trying to look for NPCs. Trying to look for NPCs that might be new vendors. It's a bit hard to see. There's a lot of... All right, I'm going to say some words that might give Terraria people an idea. There's the narwhal. There's the anglerfish, the ghost anglerfish. The jellyfish ghost, Poseidon orca, the sword cutlass fish, the thunder fluffy bird, the king crab. I don't think there'll be an electric Pomeranian, but if there is, you'll remember me with this video. The small yeti, so another ice one. There's an ice witch. It's a jellyfish fairy, which is just a water one. And it's interesting to have a look at the different, like their abilities that they have, because you know that something with a lot of watering is going to be quite big, usually. Like Octopus Girl that's listed there, which is probably not going to be called that, has like 2 watering and 2 handiwork and 2 transport. Tentacle Turtle's got 2 watering, so you know it's going to be a big one. The biggest one that I can see is that Ice Narwhal, which is got watering and ice, so the watering is 4 and the ice is 2. Now, I don't know if this is going to come to pass. Don't write this off as, you know, biblical type of stuff. This is just what I'm shown. The small yeti, that's cute, with 3 mining and 4 ice. If that comes to pass, that'd be very cool. The ice witch does make sense to have a 3 chilling and 2 medicine. And then, like people have mentioned before, there's the kendo frog, and we've seen the picture in the key art of the bloody kendo frog, and that's what it looks like in it. So I can't see NPCs, which is driving me nuts because I'd love to know. I can't wait to find out. I'm one of those people that just need to know everything. A little busybody, if you will. And yes, the tutorial for this base is also on the channel. It's an all-in-one base. It's not a big box, but I think that it might, if you want to go nuts and build a massive factory to go deranged on production, then go stupid with it. There's plenty of builds out there that are very sort of functional and practical. Let me just take you to my new base, and it's going to be very interesting for building. And I want to take you here right now, which is in this zone. This is my current project. I might dump it now. They're running out of time. At this time, this is the only place that you can build foundations in the water, right? Right here. Now you can build foundations off the sides of water. You can't build them in the water directly. So if I go, oh yeah, let's get a foundation, I can slap it down there like that. There's no other place at the moment you can do that. There is not, unless you've got a magical ability. No modding, by the way. There's no place except for here. I'll show you where that is on the map, which is 104 minus 367. And here's my plan. This beautiful sanctuary is going to be over there. Then the whole vendor strip, and I still might make it. That's where the big guild town would be, this medieval town. And then that just runs over to this super breeding farm. It's a very simplistic breeding farm. Nobody's breeding at the moment because I took them away. But it has everything you need there. And then over here, it's going to be like a plantation area. And then go demented over here with all the mining, just constant mining. And I think that's really the only super productive way to do it. Now, for those people who want to be more robotic and they don't give a shit about coziness, I believe... No, you're going to have to help me out here. I'm not sure if it's this... It's... I can't remember. It's this island or this island where you can easily build 5 bases totally, basically flat together. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's one of these two. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's this one. Wait, there was water with it. No, it's this one. I think it is. I don't know. It could be this one. But anyway, building 5 bases together just for ultimate. And I might make one. And then as for the new area for it, to me, the fact that we've seen sand, not confirmed, but sand and ice, my guess would be here. Because why the hell would you have an ice? And I could be wrong. I'm not very good at picking locations, it seems. It could end up being out here. But to me, I'm going to go for here. But we'll have a whole prediction video for that. So like I said, this video is more of a discussion than anything. I would love if you could put your 5 cents in, 2 cents in, $3 in, whatever, comment an idea that you have, especially Terraria lovers, and what else you might think would be on your list of things to prepare for, how you'd prepare for a DLC like this one, given what you know, roughly what's going to come from the key art. So again, dungeons, traps, fishing. Obviously you'll need, and it's not a big deal, you'll just need cold resistance gear, I guess. There's a dime a dozen all around the place. Yeah, but absolutely put your comment below. I love and leave you. I know I've talked your head off, and this is probably better for a live stream, like I said, but it is what it is. Before I go, let me take you to one of my other bases, which I think you'll like. If you love building, get away from me, stupid. That's the thing I was talking about. This thing, who's now dead, was in one of the trailers where you're on a cart, and the chick on the trailer, the cart, threw a lasso at the dude who was running after it. So that was in it, and then we see this lasso thing. What am I doing? So I'm taking you over there. And I had to show you where the chromite entry was. Here. So we're gonna go here. This is a beautiful build. There's a tutorial for that also, I think. This is a beautiful resort. I know I've got a lot of time on my hands sometimes, procrastinating. This is kind of the chill out water park section. But the beauty of this build, it's got a slippery dip and everything, and getting your pals to spray all over the slippery dip is quite lovely. It goes on and on. There's whole dining areas. Hey, buddy. Dining areas and everything. It's just very... But the beauty of it is here. Come here. It looks better at nighttime. So we're going to go down here. I'm going to show you where that chromite cave is. But, oh, I know. Get up. Look at this. What a beautiful design. And what I've done was embed in the waterfall the fires and also the lamps, street lamps. And so in here, it just lights up. I haven't finished it yet because I had to break some stuff. But at night time, it just looks like an oil painting. It's so, like, look at this. Bloody water park. I know they're all sick and stuff, but whatever. So down here, busy day, isn't it? You got a big video. And thank you to the following people. I have to update this. Thank you to these members that made this content possible. Like I said, if it was not for you, these videos wouldn't be made for everybody. And if you'd like to join, come on over. And there'll be Let's Plays and things like that for members only, which I'm implementing soon. And playing Heavy Rain for the first time this week coming. Now I just totally dated this video, but it doesn't matter. So this is where that cave is for that chromite. Remember that 4-node chromite? So let me fly above so you can get your bearings. I'm going to give you the full view of it. That's what it looks like, okay? So location is -898, then -1319. Go in there, and that's where those chromite things, the quad chromite is. Out here, there's a couple of hexalite ore pieces. It's not the best building spot, And you don't even need to have a fast travel spot there anymore because you can build straight in there. Up here, and please, I would recommend, if you do love building, to turn decay off, because that means that you can just trash your power box and everything will stay. They'll still remain there. And then you can go, look at that. It's so cool. It's so beautiful. And then it just won't disappear and break apart. You'll just have builds everywhere. Another thing that I did mention in the previous video is that apparently, so they say, there'll be fast travel points that you can put down. So if you play Dragon's Dogma, which is my beloved game, you have port crystals that you get in the game that you place down, and they're your own fast travel point. So for example, if you travel to a wildlife sanctuary, you can put your market, like your fast travel thing down there, and then be able to fly there instead of, fast travel there instead of having to mark around. And what, like I said, most of us have done was keep a base spare to literally use as a fast travel point. And now, thankfully, it's the most sort of non-brainer item that they could do is have, something that you can just throw down and then fast travel there. And hopefully, I would say that you can pick it back up again and then move it. The rumor is that it will be like the eagle statue, but it's going to be a chickpea one. I don't know if it's true. If it's true, then I can't wait for the next DLC, then we can do all our predictions again, but I could be wrong. Who knows? But again, everything's speculation. We'll see. Put your predictions below. I think that all these sort of NPC things were flaccid. I mean, you got them, you got the bounties, you cashed them in, big deal. What's the point of them? I found them boring, obviously so much that I didn't finish them all. And this dude is still stuck at my base, which I don't even want there, and I can't get rid of them also. And I still haven't found Dr. Braun. I don't know where the hell Dr. Braun is, but anyway. And Dr. Braun, well, I'm just trying to think about the surgery table again and how that sort of might come into play. I would, and I think a lot of people thought that when we saw that trailer with Splatterina, that we could Frankenstein characters, So we might have had, for example, a Jormuntide, right? So you Jormuntide and then be able to infiltrate this Jormuntide with an evil, put an evil facet or aspect into whatever surgery takes place to make it a super evil type, like a black and purple simmering dark energy Jormuntide. And the same thing goes for the breeding pens. When I looked at the breeding pens the first time, I'm like, what the hell is this? Okay, I put eggs in there, cool. I put cakes in there, cool, to get eggs. Why there's so many boxes next to these, where you put your cakes in? And in my mind, it's like, wouldn't it be cool if you could put different elements with those cakes? To say, for example, if you put 3 precious dragon stones in, I sound like such a nerd, I know, 3 precious dragon stones in with that cake, that it increases your chance to get this freaking awesome PAL. That's, in my opinion, amazing thing to have. And I think it would be so exciting to see what hatches from that. And even though I do use the hatch time as 0, I secretly wish they took that ability away, because you're sort of waiting and watching. You can't just pop them all at one. It takes away the specialness of, waiting for these things. All my pals are being attacked and stuff. But let me just pack them away. So you get the gist of what I'm talking about anyway. Making the pals a little bit more interesting, because personally, I don't like, especially for people who are at the end game, they've got their pal team. They've got their whole pal team. What the hell are you doing? like, do you care for your pals anymore? I obviously they blew that up. Do you care for the other pals anymore? Do you bother catching them? Probably not. You know, what else are you going to do? So with this new DLC, I expect that the fishing thing really will focus on you caring about new pals again. I think that another thing that they should absolutely introduce is like a mythic creature. I know they got shiny things wandering around, but to introduce a very, like, if you play World of Warcraft, you'll know about the mythic items that are just, you'd never see them really. Or at least to have, like, I don't even want to say the name of the other place, the naughty place, you know what I'm talking about, where they have like a mobile thing. Not that I want to introduce that kind of thing, but there's a frequent event where certain things are more prone to appear in a game. You know, it's the same as an event like a cycle of skins, for example, and a good example is probably Destiny, where you'll start to see things go back into the shop that were from a long time ago, and you go, oh my god, now's the chance to be able to get this again. And to have not necessarily world bosses. I wouldn't go world boss, because a lot of people play by themselves and it's a pain in the ass to go, oh okay, now I've got to get a group together, when you just want to chill alone. Or you could, you know, it could be a kid playing and they don't have a freaking army with them to take down a world boss. But just to have a very, very rare spawn creature, that's what keeps people in the game. They are wanting that unique creature. They're wanting that unique character. It's not just this jingle jangle shiny one around that's a dime a dozen. When I hear it, I don't give a shit. I don't care about them because they are so common. And they should not be common. Maybe a bolt of something can appear in the sky. It's a flash and go, oh, shivers. It's here. Now, Dr. Braun is so goddamn hard to find. Nobody even really bothers to go looking for him anymore. You know, he just appears in, you know, these specific spots, and then you can speed up time and blah, 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 all that. Just have something that is very unique, very hard to get, but you know when it's there too at the same time. It's somewhere. And you can be assured that if you do look around long enough and hard enough, you'll find it. Or have the ability to, you know, get it, to catch it. It's the thrill of the catch. And it's the same thing with Sea of Thieves, with the mythic Meg, you know. But you know what I mean. The more rare something is, you know, the more that you want it. And this is what this game is absolutely missing. So hopefully that they introduce that. That would be very, very cool, I think, and get people back and fully immersed in it and playing. So again, I know this got long. I talk a lot, but shopping list is underway, but I don't want to totally sign my name to it until I get the input from the community who play Terraria and people that are just sort of common sense type of, you know, people. What else would you need in this game? The silicon one has got me sort of very interested, and also the new build, and I'm wondering if it's going to be a shark fin design. Let us bring up, before I go, I know, let us bring up, I want to have a look, and I wish Craftopia was on Game Pass, because I don't particularly really want to play it again. I just want to build. I've got a hankering to build. So we'll just go Craftopia, build scale house. What the hell was that noise? What the hell that was? Odd. Okay, images. I don't want any mod stuff. I don't want any of that shit. Pre-release Craftopia. Just show me a house that has the fins. Because there's so many mod people. I need to perhaps join this world of modding. It's driving me nuts. All these people that got little verandas and things like that. I'm not jealous much. Craftopia base build start, basic enchanting. Again, I'm telling you, the answers are in. They're going to be in Craftopia. I promise you that they will be. It'll be interesting to actually. I should go play it again. I really should, and then we'll know. We can dig deep into it. Like, look at this. Come here. I want to show you this right now. Window capture, Craftopia. This. Now, I don't know about you, but that excites. Oh my god! Don't play it. That excites me, how that's laid out. Now, I know these PC people have got, you can hear my jealousy, these PC people have got these mods where they can sort of basically fly over and then you can see everything nice and neat. That's what Craftopia has, it seems. So I don't want to click on any of these and take me to a YouTube video because I don't want to get copyright. Did somebody build a bloody house with scales for the roofs or not? Look at this stuff. This is something that we haven't seen. But again, moving panels. Think about that with your Terraria. Give me scratch build miniature. It was a scale roof is what it was. Like this. Did nobody make one? I really don't even see one. Scale roof. A flat scale roof. Or do they just forego? Like, I personally built one with a little bit of a scale roof, but I didn't, you know, go nuts on it because this is something, by the way. Yes, need corner roof. Oh, okay. Who's this person? Silver potato kebab. Thank you. I'm going to take let's take a little screenshot of this one with this. God, this is a person after my heart with it. Let's hang on. Clip snipping tool. New. A year ago, this is what we need. This edge, these roofs, please give me that. A staircase. Oh my god. The answer's all in Grounded too. Grounded's amazing. If you haven't played Grounded and you love building, that's right up your alley. Even the lighting has RGB aspects to it. Look at this though. I don't want to I don't know what not safe content you've got in PALWORLD, buddy, but that's a bit odd. Go through this stuff. And we've already covered that, haven't we? Oh my god. Look at the chillettes in there. Stop. Stop. What is this? Oh, that's so adorable. What? What is going on? I don't know about the rest of you. I'm already done with my Eye of Cthulhu prep. Somebody tell me what this means. I need you to tell me now. I need you to tell me what the hell this is. And why they're prepping that way. How could you possibly be Eye of Cthulhu when you didn't defeat King Slime yet? Oh, so that's an arena. Oh, I see. They've got little healing things there. Not big enough. Half the world must be an arena. Would you be able to... Look at this. I can't even believe all this stuff. Oh, wow. Look at that. What a beautiful, interesting build. It's going to trigger so many people's OCD, but I love it. They'll build right into that cliff. Look at all these stairs and everything. I don't know why they're riding a wyvern. Not a wyvern thing, you know, this thing. Vanworm, Jesus. Vanworm. They are so who is this strange person I like? Nana 1733. What a weird, wild creation. I love it. It's over the church. A nice shot, isn't it? What is that? Oh, that's funny. Get another game. Oh, you glide on a bird. Custom names now getting censored. Oh God, we're getting into the secrets here. Oh my God, don't look at that. Brawn. Yes, yes. All right. And by the way, yes, I did think that Zoe was part of Terraria. I'm sorry. I don't even remember Zoe. It's not even in my brain. Even think of this. What's going on here? What is this cloud helm? Wishlist cloud helm today. Oh, please don't tell me. Is this an ad? Oh, it's a promoted ad. I can get that. Got some morbid stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, go no mods. Oh, is this a whole freaking... Is that an arena? What the hell is this? No mods. Props to this person. I mean, there's nothing wrong with mods. What the frick? All right, get comfortable. Go through all this stuff. This is such a sanctuary. Who the hell is this person? Oh my God. It's like an Epstein Island, but a clean one. What the hell is... These people have got a whole football stadium. They've got a freaking temple, like a pyramid Mayan temple. They've got this modern stuff over here. What in... Who is this person? Raw. Click on follow that person. Interesting bug I discovered when I was sending out a PAL or cycling your glider. Okay, I know you want to look for it. What is it? What is it? Oh, they just kept going higher and higher in the sky, did they? Ultimate battle between Big Goth, the Burra Ultra waifu in the group of 30 incarnations. Oh, no, I don't want to. No, you want to see that. God, I have not even done this. That's beautiful. That's right up my alley. This person's gone demented with their vines. I love it. Look at this. And they've done my favorite thing is using these pots up here for the animation. So using that and the core, it's so cozy. It makes me sick how good this is. What else have we got here? The hell is this? We released it. It's another bloody promotion. For God's sake, stop tempting me, temptress. Oh, yeah. Somebody's created one of the new characters, that fish thing in the key art. Don't look at it. It's lying. I kind of hope that they call a new pal something facetious at you-know-who. Why wouldn't the pals go upstairs? They should go upstairs. The answer is you really have to sometimes have two lots of stairs, not all the time, but be careful of the stuff that's at the edge of the stairs. It can be as simple as like a vine, and like, there's a vine there, but it has to be breathable, basically. It could be the smallest thing that'll just trip your pals up. Here's all these arena gods. I can't even do it. The boiling crater prison. Oh my God, we've gone into the dark place now. Outside my main thing. Oh my God. Give me some flamingos. That's what I want. There's so many ads in this. Uh-oh. Massive egg. I'll take each one. Yes, absolutely. We might do some more of this sort of stuff. This is usually live stream though. I'm just talking to myself the whole time. But I'm going to shut up. I'm going to love and leave you. Please, like I said again, put your comments below. Your hints, your tips, your shopping lists. And yeah, I didn't even think of this. I didn't even think of the freaking arena aspect to the bosses. I don't even know who's made the best arena. It's probably a good thing that I should look that up maybe. But it's a lot to do. Update me and please comment, and then like I said, I'll capture all those. We'll scroll through the comments and see what genius. Oh my god, I've talked so long it's gone dark. See what geniuses we have and Nostradamuses we have in the community. Again, thank you. I love you to pieces, members, and also everybody watching this. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to check out the live streams. You don't want to miss them. It gets crazy.